What's going on, people? Today I want to talk about shields, because shields are a pretty big part of games like this, where you have a bunch of troops, and if you want to protect, you either take rallies or solo attacks, etc., or you shield, which is not a new concept in games like this. But I did kind of find it quite interesting the choice the Guns of Glory in general went about as far as their shields, because they do have a 2-hour shield, 2-hour P shield, 8-hour P shield, and then a 24-hour P shield, but that's it. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that might actually be beneficial for them and detrimental, because here's the thing. A lot of people will use 2-hour shields, 8-hour shields if it's something that they're going to work, or they're going to a specific place and they just want to shield for that duration. The 2 and 8-hour shields are perfect. They're great. 24-hour shields are also a pretty good staple in most of these games, because you're basically shielded the whole day. It covers you for a long day of work, for some sleep, etc. The main issue, though, is that when a 24-hour shield is the longest you can provide a player, then there's a couple of different issues that come about, right? Like, what if you are going on vacation and, you know, maybe you're going on vacation and your clock goes back a couple of hours or forward a couple of hours, you know, etc. A lot of people can't log in every 24 hours to just refresh their shield. And granted, that could actually be good things for other players, especially if you want to find targets. You know, if their shield goes down, then easy pickings for you, right? But as a player that travels here and there and sometimes just needs a bit of a break, a 24-hour shield being the longest is very, very easy to completely forget or overlook, or just go over a couple of hours, etc., and then that leaves you vulnerable. So I don't know why we could at least have a 3-day shield, or even like a 7-day shield, and just have it cost a little bit more just because you're providing more protection. So, like, I'll give you a perfect example. 2-hour shield, 200 gold. 8-hour shield, 600 gold, which is actually becoming cheaper. 24-hour shield, 1,000 gold. So you notice that the longer the shield is, the cheaper it actually becomes, which is kind of backwards. You would think the longer the shield, the more it would actually cost. So if they were to introduce a 3-day shield, I would be perfectly fine if the 3-day shield was 5,000 gold, and the 7-day shield, let's say it's maybe like somewhere in the 10,000 gold, 15,000, somewhere along those lines, to where, yeah, they are an option, but they will be expensive. So that way, not everybody's just using them all the time. So that's one way to look at it, because if you make the shields longer but cheaper, obviously people are just going to use the longer shields. And the more that they do that, the less targets you're going to have attacking. So if you just see a shield all the time, that's going to be detrimental. But I feel like 24-hour shield being the longest there is kind of underselling a lot of people. That whether you have a job that you have to work 16 hours, come home, fall asleep because you're tired, and all of a sudden you've been unshielded for 5 hours. You know, like, at the bare minimum, I feel like there should be at least a 3-day shield. Because 24 hours, that goes by quickly, right? But at least with 3 days, if you had a long day at work, you oversleep, etc., you still have a bit of a leeway to refresh your shield. If you're going on vacation, you know, maybe the first couple of days you're not really worried about it, but maybe that second day or that third day, you log in real quick, refresh the shield, good to go, right? So I just really wonder why there's only a 24-hour shield as the longest shield there is. It seems a little odd to me. But again, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, because I really do feel like a 3-day shield is long overdue, and a lot of people would love it. Even if it's, you know, maybe it doesn't continue the trend of being cheaper, if they just put it at 3,000 gold, it would be perfect. Because it's still fairly not cheap, but it gives you more options as well. So, like I mentioned, this is something that I've been looking at, some of the things that I would like added into the game, and I would feel like it would add a different layer and I feel like at least having a 3-day shield would go a long way. In just it says peace shield, right? But a 3-day shield will provide a more peace of mind, if you will. And I have some other players also say the same thing. I know that you also have the guild ability that you can, shield your guild mates for 4 hours, etc. But again, that's not nearly the same. So, it's kind of like pros and cons. There is a pro and con between both. You have longer shields, you're probably not going to have as many targets. But at the same time, though, without migration yet, etc., you probably don't have many targets to begin with anyway. So, will it really make that big of a difference? I don't know. But like I said, leave it down in the comment section. I'll be reading that and seeing what you guys think about it. Appreciate you guys for coming through, and until later.